I'm going to read from this Story of the Irish Race by Seamus Macmanus. Solid book. Great book too. And he's speaking in a chapter on Cormac MacArt, who was a king in Ireland who reigned in the 3rd century AD. It's about 1700 years ago. And what follows is some guidance. It's written in the form of a dialogue, kind of like Plato dialogue. And there's arguments as to when it was written, but who was referencing is a king from the 3rd century. So regardless of when it was written, whether it was written contemporaneously to Cormac MacArt or whether it was written centuries later, it's still old, right? So we're kind of painted with the view, or we're given the illusion that Irish people were stupid and thick and savages, and there was no honour, there was no virtue in us. But this piece of writing, I will leave you make up your own mind on this. So it's a dialogue between, supposedly, Cormac and his son, who he's preparing for manhood. He's preparing to potentially be a king one day, right? So, O grandson of Con, O Cormac, said Ard-Rí, this is Cormac's son, what is best for a king? Not hard to tell, said Cormac. Best for him, firmness without anger, patience without strife, affability without haughtiness, guarding of ancient lore, giving justice, truth, peace, giving many alms, honouring poets, worshipping the great God. Let him attend to the sick, benefit the strong, possess truth, chide falsehood, love righteousness, curb fear, crush criminals, judge truly, foster science, improve his soul, utter every truth. For it is through the truth of a ruler that God gives all. Let him restrain the great, slay evildoers, exalt the good, consolidate peace, check unlawfulness, protect the just, confine the unjust. He should question the wise, follow ancient lore, fulfill the law, be honest with friends, be manly with foes, learn every art, know every language, hearken to elders, be deaf to the rabble. Great line. Be deaf to the rabble. Don't follow the crowd. Don't follow people who just follow others and just spout the common popular opinion. No? Forge your own path. Lovely stuff. Quote, let him be gentle, let him be hard, let him be loving, let him be merciful. Let him be righteous, let him be patient, let him be persevering, let him hate falsehood, let him love truth, let him be forgetful of wrong, let him be mindful of good, let him be attended by a host in gatherings, and by few in secret councils. Let his covenants be firm, let his levies be lenient, let his judgments and decisions be sharp and light. For it is by these qualities kings and lords are judged. And I would say every man, for we must be our own kings now. That is the challenge in each of us. Governments, religions, those times have kind of come and gone. We now need leaders to lead, and not others, but lead themselves. So we must be striving towards that. We can fail all along the way, but let our aim be true, right? O grandson of Con, O Cormac, said Ard-Rí, what were your habits when you were a lad? Great question. Lovely conversation between the father and the son. Not hard to tell, said Cormac. I was a listener in woods. I was a gazer at stars. I was unseeing among secrets. I was silent in a wilderness. I was conversational among many. I was mild in the mead hall. I was fierce in the battlefield. I was gentle in friendship. I was a nurse to the sick. I was weak toward the strengthless. I was strong toward the powerful. I was not arrogant, though I was wise. I was not a promiser, though I was rich. I was not boastful, though I was skilled. I would not speak ill of the absent. I would not reproach, but I would praise. I would not ask, but I would give. For it is through these habits that the young become old and kingly warriors. O grandson of Con, O Cormac, said Ard-Rí, what is good for me? Not hard to tell, said Cormac, if you listen to my teaching. Do not deride the old, though you are young, nor the poor, though you are wealthy, nor the lame, though you are swift, nor the blind, though you are given sight, nor the sick, though you are strong, nor the dull, though you are clever, nor the foolish, though you are wise. Be not too wise, be not too foolish. Be not too conceited, be not too diffident. Be not too haughty, be not too humble. Be not too talkative, be not too silent. Be not too harsh, be not too feeble. If you be too wise, they will expect too much of you. If you be too conceited, you will be thought vexatious. If you be too foolish, you will be deceived. If you be too humble, you will be without honour. If you be too talkative, you will not be heeded. If you be too silent, you will not be regarded. If you be too harsh, you will be broken. If you be too feeble, you will be crushed. What's implicit in what he's saying there, especially the last couple of paragraphs, is, I suppose, the Aristotelian middle ground, between foolhardiness or recklessness and bravery, of finding the middle line, finding the middle path between both things, never being too extreme on either end, but being able to possess and embody both extremes and to forge a greater way. Okay? Be not too strong, not too weak, but be weak and strong in different situations when they're called for, and depending on who you're with. So it was great what he's saying there. So he was weak to the strengthless. So he didn't feel the need, as a king, a high king of Ireland, he didn't feel a need to assert his dominance over those who many would see as being beneath him. And be powerful, be strong to the powerful. Don't be walked all over. Don't follow the rabble, as he said. Question the wise. Beautiful stuff. How many of these... Okay, I'll put it another way. As a 21st century man or woman in Ireland, in this beautiful time of progress and equality, where society has never reached such a pinnacle, how do you compare to this man who was almost 2 millennia prior to your time? Do you stack up to these things? Did he stack up to these things? But those were the ideals that he was saying. So what are your ideals? Even if you don't reach them, what are your ideals? What do you feel is the roof or the ceiling of what you can attain based on your own nature and your own capabilities? Cormac McCart seemed to have it licked, really. Go Ireland.